Hi everyone, how are you doing? I'm Sonia and this is Robot in 3 Days Brazil. Today, we're wrapping up the third day with our complete robot. Let me explain a bit about each system and why we designed them the way we did. Let's start with the RJ collection system. As we mentioned in our previous streams and videos, we went with a simple intake mechanism that collects from the ground using a roller on top. This allows us to pick up balls easily. That's basically it. We don't collect through the inside of the robot due to space constraints, and also because we can use the same roller to launch the ball. This helps us stay within the frame perimeter. We just elevate the intake to fit it neatly inside the robot, keeping it centralized. In the middle of the robot, we have our climbing mechanism. We chose to aim for the higher cage. This system is an elevator that can climb up to the cage. It includes an elastic component that opens up, allowing it to latch onto the square part of the cage as it passes through. This makes the climb smooth and stable. Now moving on to the coral area, we've got an arm that lets us pick up corals from the ground in a horizontal position. It also allows us to receive them from the human player and place them on the reef. This is part of our intake and outtake system for the algae. We decided on this system because it's simple and effective. It securely holds the algae, keeping it from falling out of the robot while it sits on the roller. Plus, we can shoot the algae a bit farther, sometimes even directly into the reef or the processor. For the climbing system, we chose a design that doesn't rely on motors for activation. This makes it much simpler. We opted for the higher shallow configuration because it's way more efficient and takes up less space. We did test prototypes for climbing lower sections of the cage, but they took up too much space in the robot. In fact, we even used a different chassis for the tests. Finally, regarding the intake and outtake for the corals, we went with an articulated arm. This allows us to pick them up from the ground, both vertically and horizontally. We can also grab them directly from the human player in a vertical position. When they're on the ground, we pick them up horizontally and can shoot them into the first or second level. So everyone, that's the end of the third day. I'd like to thank all of you who followed us on the streams, Instagram and YouTube. A big thanks to our sponsors, Stimos, Andy Mark and Easy Maker. Thank you so much for supporting this project. I'd also like to thank everyone here, both in person and online, who contributed to this robot's construction and design. Thank you very much.